Let's begin with our question and answer session. We have the first participant from Tecnológico de Estudios Superiores de Ecatepec, TESE, Ecatepec, Mexico. The question is, Dr. Briscoe, you said that innovation is the antidote to disruption. Could you say more about this?
We usually use the term antidote to describe a vaccine or drug that is designed to counter the effects of a negative disease or virus or poison. We might think of the kind of disruption or discontinuities that we're discussing here as viruses or diseases that can have major negative impacts on our organizations, on our products, our people, and our ways of doing things. Thus, I'm suggesting that one of the things that can help us deal with these disruptions, just like many vaccines, is a positive form of disruption. That is innovation. Creating new products, processes, ways of doing things is the best way to deal with negative disruptions.
Thank you. We have a second participant from Tianjin College of Commerce, TCC, in Tianjin, China. The question is, you mentioned the concept of mini MNEs. This sounded very interesting. Could you explain more about them and describe how they might impact us?
Well, I can make the point that if you have a website, you're global. This is because the web is global. Anybody with access to the internet can and probably will find your website. If you mention a product or even just an idea in which people have an interest, they will contact you. It is a short step from selling a product in multiple countries to having employees in multiple countries and having to be concerned with all the cross-border and cross-cultural issues of any multinational enterprise. With the digital world we live in, the internet, social media, etc., you need to prepare yourself for global customers and global operations.
Thank you. We have another participant from Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México, UNIM, Cuautitlán, Mexico. The question is, in your concept of functional intelligence, which of the components do you consider to be the most important?
In my presentation, I stated that all of the components were important, but also highly related. Being able to effectively ask questions and then effectively listen to the answers so as to be able to understand the information and its likely impacts goes a long way toward implementing your functional intelligence. However, I think the most important competency is listening.
Thank you for your response. Our next participant is from St. Thomas Global Institute in Santo Domingo, República Dominicana. The question is, why is listening so important?
I indicated that to become functionally intelligent, your ultimate objective and critical strategy to achieve your goals is information management. The more you can learn and know about what is going on around you, the better. So, most importantly, listening is a skill you use to seek and acquire information. It is the key skill for getting the information you need to plan for the negative effects of disruption, as well as for the positive effects of innovation.
Our next participant is from Comisión Federal de Electricidad, CFE, Subdirección de Generación in Mexico City, Mexico. The question is, Dr. Briscoe, when you were describing the situation of the Dutch company Philips, you mentioned that they were struggling with something called the matrix. Could you explain something more about that?
Well, for every organization, a global organizational structure is very complex. usually with every country having its own subsidiary companies, and most multinational companies also often have regional headquarters in addition to parent company headquarters in the home country. The matrix organizational structure provides a way to organize multiple reporting relationships for large multinational enterprises. However, most large and complex MNEs, such as Philips, Unilever, Nestle, and others that have tried this model, have found it to be too limited. Yet nothing thus far has been developed to do the job to the satisfaction of these large global firms. I guess the problem illustrates an important need for innovation.
Our next question is from Universidad Tecnológico de Nezahualcóyotl, UTN, the state of Mexico, Mexico. The question is, you indicate that the way to acquire the skills of functional intelligence was through particular types of job experiences. Could you provide more explanation about how this works?
The key point is that the skills needed to function effectively on the job come from job experiences, not just books or courses. So the idea here is to always seek new job experiences. If you primarily seek or receive job assignments based on your skills at your current job, you will not learn anything new in terms of your functional assignment, and you will certainly not learn to handle the stress and emotions of new assignments. When you have new responsibilities beyond what you're used to, you have to learn what to do from other people that have different expertise and skills from what you have. As you gain this experience and the functional intelligence that goes with it, you become much less likely to be caught by surprises and thus become more likely to make effective decisions.